Hello everyone, welcome back. And today we'll be making ice cream. But before I get started, I want to let you guys know about quad remesher. It basically makes your typology looks 10 times better. It turns everything into quad. So basically a quad is basically a square with points. Eh, Come on now, I'm not a pro artist, so don't come for me. Anyways, yes, it basically turns everything into a quad. So say for example, we want to cut or just add like a curve to the square, do this. And once we have that cut out and we remesh it, it basically turns those area into quad squares basically. So yeah. If anyone knows the hotkey to remove this without me having to do this, please let me know, please. Okay. So as you can see, I have my reference over here. My folder is the reference, ice cream, and cutter. The cutter will be where I'll place the cylinder that will cut out the ice cream, the outer shell. And I have the ice cream folder so I can have everything that's made up of the ice cream in that folder to keep everything organized. So if you would like to do that, go ahead and do that. And if anything, let's get started. So first things first, Shift A, mesh, cube, okay, and then change the size to 1. And edit mode, turn on toggle X-ray, okay, GZ, scale it down. Make sure you go to edge mode, grab this edge, bring it up. I have this move selector just in case you want this to be there. And all the way at the bottom. Okay, Control R, one in the middle, and then 3. Oops, too much. Just 3 lines, okay. B, box select, shortcut for box select. X, delete faces. And then object mode, blue wrench, modify properties, add modifier under generate, subdivision, no, generate, mirror modifier. Then we can add the subdivision. Okay, let's do 3. Edit mode, vertex select, and let's edit. Like that. I'm just trying to match it up with the reference. Like that. Bring this up. Oops. Make sure in the mirror, clipping is selected. Should have said that before I even started. Okay, turn this off. Seems like I have my proportional editing on. Make sure that's off. Okay. Yeah, the side is wide, so select everything. SY, scale, like it on the Y-axis. And I think that's good. Okay. Get out of toggle X-ray. And it's looking good. Okay. Am I sure that's good? Let me just bring this down. Bring this out. I feel like I need a little cut right here. Actually, no. It looks weird. Grab this out. Grab this out. Double G. Whoops. Toggle X-ray on. Double G. Toggle X-ray off. Oh, looking like Humpty Dumpty. I'm not really feeling it. So I'm turning it on and off so I can select both sides. I don't just want to edit one side and the other side looks weird. Yeah, it's weird. Okay, that looks good. Okay, shade smooth. Cool. And then let's rename it outer. And then Shift D to duplicate it, right click, and then name it inner. Make sure it's in the ice cream folder. That's if you choose to organize it, that's up to you. And then next thing we're going to do is click on the cutter. No, actually, click on the ice cream, add modifier, solidify, like 3 or 2, and then add a Boolean modifier. This will be on the outer mesh, okay? Okay, then click on cutter, shift A, mesh, cylinder, edit mode, rotate X 90 degrees, scale, G for grab, Z, lock it on the Z axis, bring it up, zoom in, S, scale it down, GX, let's see how it looks. I'm gonna scale it down a bit. Okay, then I'm gonna add loop cuts, Control R. Good, 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 good. Pressing down on Shift and move my middle mouse wheel to pan around. And okay, object mode, select on the outer shell, Boolean, and select the cylinder. And of course, hide it. So it's hidden, but as you can see, the inner shell is still there. So click on the inner, edit mode, select this, face select, this, bring it in. This face, bring it in. Let me turn it off. Turn off the reference. The F seems pretty thick. So let's go to solidify. I think 1 is just enough. Inner. Okay, edit mode, select this face. Bring it in. And then select this face, bring it down. Like that. Oh, this one's a little bit too out. Okay, turn on toggle X-ray B, shortcut for box select. And then delete all those faces. Everything. Like it's oh no. Okay, seems like we're gonna have to select edge mode, select this edge, double G, bring it down to here, and then B select everything else. Okay. You can see, so yeah. Turn off toggle X-ray. And that looks better. Seems like I need to adjust this a bit. Move I guess you could always edit that. Okay, that's fine. Okay. And then, yes, remeasure. Select this. Let's go to edit mode. Everything looks fine. Negative Y, object. And what the heck? I guess deselect. Shift C to bring back the cursor to the middle origin. And okay, quad remeasure. So basically, quad remeasure helps make the typology cleaner. Turns everything into quads. And if you like to buy it for lifetime, that'll be $60. Or if you want it for 3 months, that'll be like, it says $15.99, but depending on where you are, there's taxes. So like, let's say like $20 for 3 months, and I think that's a pretty good deal. So make sure you check hide input object and detect hard surfaces by angle, and adapt quad count. I was about to speak clever English, but let's go on. So make sure this is selected and click on remesh, and then it loads down here, and then it's done. See how clean it is? Clean, 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 clean. Look at that. Nice, right? Okay. Okay, let's hide this inner. Okay, cool. And let's look at the typology. Click on it, edit. Look at that. All in quads. And apparently this makes it easier to rig and, have better textures. So yeah, if you like to invest in it, I recommend it. Cool. Okay, now let's work on the stick. And we'll worry about this later. And to move that, Shift A. Make sure this is in the ICECREAM folder, and I'm gonna delete this and remove the rotopo and enter. Okay, make sure the ICECREAM folder is selected. Shift A, plane. Wait, I'm in edit mode. Undo that. Object mode, Shift A, mesh, plane. Change the size to 1, edit mode, and then rotate X 90, toggle X-ray, S, G, Z, edge mode, G, Z, all the way down. Okay, Control R. Add modifier, subdivision, edit, vertex, S scale, Control R, S scale, S scale outwards, GZ, whoops, add a loop in the middle, bring this in, out like that, and let's do 2. I think 2 would be good. And it seems like we need to do some adjustment. GY, GX, I mean. S scale, bring this in. That out, that out. Okay. Just matching it up with the reference. And let's see. Turn on toggle X-ray. Seems pretty decent. Blue wrench, modifier properties, add modifier under generate, solidify. Let's see if we can make that less. 0.09. Oh, I'm tweaking. 0.009. I think I want it smaller than that. Let's do 8. Okay, that's good. And then add a modifier under the generate as well and bevel segments 2. Let's do 2. Click on it. Object data properties, normals. Look for normals right here. Auto smooth. And then spacebar shade smooth. Let's see, maybe I can make this a 3. That looks good. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Let's see how it looks. No, it's good. So like the outer shell, the ice cream one, outer shell, edit mode, face select, turn off the reference. Then let's see where it's at. So I guess it's between these two, if I'm not mistaken. Put GY. And select the outer shell, edit. -Y, turn on the reference. So it's like that. And wraps around the stick. Turn off the, let's see where, let's do right here, control here, and control here. Okay. So let's inset just a bit, just a little bit. Inset I. Okay. -Y, so E. It's already locked on the Z axis. S. E. S. GX, move it on this side. That S, move it. E. SZ0. S. Matching up with the reference, that's all I'm doing. E. All the way down here, and then you look over here and look for the shear tool, and then this green part. Okay, it's right there. It seems like it's move tool. It's right there. I went back. I went down a little bit too far, and then just add 3 loop cuts. Good, it's right in the middle. That's what we want. That is what we want. So, G, I, right in the middle. Just scaled it up a bit. Just checking the outside. Okay, it seems uneven. There we go. That's good. -Y. Select this. Sculpt. turn off the reference and smooth brush. And this mirror, click on the X and smooth it out. Let me just click on Shade Smooth again. Subdivision. Just one is fine. And then going back to sculpt mode. Let's go. Oop, that's too much. Lower the brush strength. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get rid of. Yes, looking good. We don't want no sharp edges, you know. We want it smooth. Smooth like butter. Or shea butter. Okay. Sure, that's good enough for me. Okay, negative Y. Draw. Oh, turn this off. Reduce this. And I draw. Maybe put up the strength a bit. And then the grab tool right here. F to make the brush big, small. We're in sculpt mode, by the way. Making my brush bigger. I just kind of like deform it. Make sure it's not straight. Make sure it's tacky or whatever you want to call it. Wacky. This side, I don't really like the way it's looking. Sculpt. See like a little sharp edge right there, and I'm not really feeling it. Yikes. Go back to the brush. Grab brush. F. Why is it? Unless it just wants to piss me off. Because it knows that I like my details. And it wants to piss me off. Anyways, that's good enough. Negative Y. And then I screen the inner. It's already cut. Good. Good. And then we're gonna duplicate this. Shift D. Hide this one. And then bring out the cutter. And then add a boolean. And select it. And then hide the boolean. And it's flat. Okay, inner. That's just for backup. Let me actually create a, select this M, new collection, backup. That would be good. Because then I'm going to remesh this too. Remesh it. And to hide it, edit. That's it. I'm going to turn on proportional editing and click on select mode so I could fit this better with the outer shell. G, 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 G. Select this G, make it bigger by pressing, by scrolling the mouse wheel up, down, up to you, your choice. And just adjust it. That's if you have this problem, but if you had cut it and it matches up with the main one, then you're good. I guess this is just be a me thing. Okay, that's good. So as you can see, obviously there's no details. It's like the triangle's 55, 27 faces, etc., etc. This is what you should have without the details. Okay. And I'm gonna put this in backup. And just inner, not me moving. Is that even a word? Inner? I'm just wondering, I don't know. I know inside, but I don't know about inner. Back up, I need to hide it. Because this is the one that I remeshed. And also, sometimes we don't want too much typology. / key, edit. And just like C, go to face. Just like get rid of the areas that won't be seen in the overall mesh. X faces / Q. See, you won't see that in there. So yeah, not all the way though, just. So I guess the thing for that is the parts that are not visible to the viewer, you could always try your best to remove it. And I think it just makes more sense and it helps you keep a lower typology thingamajigger, helps out a lot. Okay. It's ragged, but shoot. / key on the keyboard. See, you won't even notice it. Look at that. Nothing at all. Okay, so close this, close the backup. Hide it, cutter. Well, not really. Well, yeah, just hide it. Close this. ICECREAM reference. Yeah. Okay, so we got the outer shell. This. Okay. So then, spacebar, visual, geometry to mesh. Basically applies the modifiers. Again. And this doesn't have any modifier. Cool. Seems like, is that a hole? Is that a hole? Is that a hole? And it doesn't matter. So anyways, time for the high definition nuts, add in the nuts, and Yeah, adding details. Calling this nutty gal. Get out the gutter. Okay, so select the outer here. Add modifier multi-res on the doigt. Depending on how good your computer is, I would say maybe the highest you want to go 4 or 5. But if you have a really crappy computer, I don't know what to say. But I pray to God that you do end up getting a good computer. Okay. So 4? Will 4 work for me? I don't know. It's frozen. Okay, let me stick with 4 because sure, before my computer come cry. Okay, so sculpt mode. Okay, we're in sculpt mode. Okay, this is where the fun starts apparently. Okay, let's go here. Texture, new, and then click on this new texture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me just do 6 because yeah. 1, and then click here, takes you to this, and then you and workshop setting. So here you can see the textures. It's loading. The alpha brushes or like textures. And click this one. So for the mapping, you change it to area plane. Okay. And then for the stroke, change it to anchored. So it looks like this. F. See, you could rotate it. And just like that. That's basically what it does. Okay. So depending on your strength, like it could be pretty long like that. Look at that. I don't want it to be that sharp, so Command Z. I think my save number would be 0. I guess 0.4 works. Okay, so it's pretty tedious, so I didn't really add too much. I just want to show you guys how to go about making it, okay? Okay, so now I'm looking for the cloth, the mesh filler, okay? And then the filler type to smooth, and then I'm just gonna drag. I don't know what's going on, but it's supposed to smooth it out. I'm assuming that it is, but it's acting really slow. I'm smoothing it out. Come on, smooth out. Okay, let me change the strength to 6. Am I? Yes. Now me tweaking. Okay. Okay. And then now I'm just adding smaller details. It's supposed to smooth out more, but I don't know what's going on. Maybe my computer has been on for a pretty long time, so it wants to act up. But yeah, the smaller points all around. And the little almond nuts. Okay. I'm just trying to go as fast as possible because it's dragging. I hope you get the idea. If you're struggling, you can message me on Mesh on Instagram with any questions and concerns that you have. Okay. Um, yeah. I hope you guys make better ice cream than me. Like, show me your work. Show me your work. I want to see it when you're done meshing it. I just want to see how you guys do, you know. My goal overall is to help you guys create realistic things all over. And yeah, that's my goal as well. My goal is to learn, experiment and, make tutorials for you guys, to help you in your meshing journey. I honestly I had taken classes, but I felt like I really learned when I experimented and just like watch a bunch of tutorials and basically practiced. So one way that I practiced was I basically just looked online, found random references, and then I try to apply the tools or whatever new skills that I learned from a tutorial and apply on it. And sometimes I would like to apply, one or two things that I've learned on one, project. And I feel like that will definitely help you. And again, like scientists do, observe. Like, think about how the certain modifiers can be used to, add details and realism to, your mesh. Also, things that you don't understand, it's always good to Google how to model a cake, how to model ice cream, how to model, anything. And also, it's always good to watch time lapses. I feel like once you become an intermediate mesher, time lapses really help. It doesn't only have to be Blender. It could be other programs. I know it sounds weird. It's like, but you're not using those programs. Yes, I understand. But the sachet that I made, it actually was not a Blender tutorial. I had to basically watch a tutorial on another software and basically remake it in Blender, based on the tools that I've used before and be like, okay, I think this person used this tool, so I'm gonna try. So at the end of the day, it's always about try and error, to be honest. Knowing how I am, I'm all about details, and I don't want to say be hard on yourself, but always say that you want the details and also remind yourself that, okay, I want the details, but yeah, I still want to be low poly so people can use it in games. So that's also another factor when it comes to, making stuff. Okay, and then I'm going to use it again. Like, I'm really curious. Is it working? I think it is. I think it is. Okay. The draw. I am. Yikes, that's too big. Now my computer trying to act up. Is my brush small? Okay, so I'm just trying to add, you know how ice cream edges are. A little blobby at the end. Make it look juicy, tasty. Okay. Okay, don't do that. I was just trying to do extra. No, don't do that. Don't do that, Jenny. Okay, and now let me hide the edges. So what I used for the edges was this, the clay strips. It kind of gives that ragged, ice cream kind of vibes to it. Maybe it's just me, but I see it. Yeah, it needs to be negative. And then I'm going to lower the strength. I tweaked. There, that's more like it. And then I'm just going around the edges like that. Whoops, I'm being a little bit clumsy. Yeah, just the edges. Just the edges. Just the edges. Bring up the strength a bit. I think I did something wrong. What is this? Like, what is that? Let me see if I can smooth it out. Okay, good. Because now it's looking weird. Nice. I keep on forgetting how it goes. Just the edge. Make it look like the bitten ice cream. That was too much. Apparently you could stabilize the stroke. Like that. That's a bit too much. Okay. Looking good, I suppose. Okay, go back to stroke. Uncheck that. And now I'm just like try to mimic like a bitten ice cream. We'll turn the inner back on. You can look at references to help you with the whole biting thing. Biting thing. And then I could use the grab tool. It's going to help me bring it up. Not like that. Looking decent though. Shoot. Okay. The reason why you don't see it because I turned it off in the viewport. When I put 1, that's how it looks. I think 1 is enough. Okay, now this is the inner add modifier multi-res sculpt 1, 2, 3. Oh, subdivide 1. Turn this off. 2, 3, 4. And my computer wants to cry. Like, why? 0. Sculpt move. Sculpty. Okay, let me be quiet. Okay. This, go to active tool. And let's open up my fake ice cream. Okay, first off, let me adjust it. F to increase the brush. Let me just adjust it with the bites. Don't make it too perfect, because you know it's ice cream. Because sometimes when you try to make something too perfect, it be looking fake. So it's okay if it has like little jagged lines or whatever you want to call it. That's A-okay. Okay, so the first thing I do, clay. I think it should be negative. Well, I think that's the wrong clay. If I'm not mistaken, clay strips. There goes the clay strips. There we go. Reduce the brush. Experiment. Look at reference. Look at how ice creams are. Have fun with it. And then I'm gonna go in. Yeah, that's good. With this smooth brush. Okay. Looking good. Okay. Same thing. The alpha brush. New. Map into area plane, stroke mode, anchored. And then open it up. I'm gonna use this one. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. Oh, wrong one. I think I used it on the wrong one. I am a tweak. Anyways, it's right here. Apparently not. I need to change the settings. Area plane. So basically what I did, I was accidentally on the smooth one and I had to be on the draw one. So I had to redo everything. Draw. Okay, that's why I'm fixing it again. Space to anchor. So that gives me the option to do things like this. like that. Same steps. Of course, I'm gonna smudge it out a bit. Move this. Where's the smooth brush? There we go. Reduce the brush size. Title. Space. I had to change it back. Clay strips. So just experiment. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine. You can make it 10 times better. You know. I was thinking more of like doing like a teeth type of thing in there. And if you bite it, I think it would be going like this. No? So anyways, look at references for the bites and see where that takes you. Okay, I'm just gonna adjust it and we're almost done. Well, that'll be it for the modeling. Draw. Let me reduce the strength. Voila. Okay. Just in case you're stuck, a little overview on the brushes. Say, for example, you want to add the nuts brush, you know, make sure you're on the draw. Don't do the same mistake as me. Draw. And then I think first what you should do, mapping, change it to area plane. And then the stroke method to anchor. And if you want to go back to just like, you know, rubbing smooth edges, make sure it's at tiled and space. Okay? So say for example you want to add the brush, you click on here, new, and then if you already have everything uploaded, cool. I guess you just click on new and then it will take you here, basically, and then you open alpha, basically. Okay? And that's the ice cream. Okay, see you in part 2, and we're going to be texturing. All right, have a great day, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Much appreciated. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and stay blessed.